now we're gonna get into posting things in the terminal. So if this weren't like if using namespace didn't exist, we're just gonna we're just gonna comment that out so you can see what like the popular way to code is. So you have std standard library cout. Cout, I believe that tells the terminal to post whatever comes next. Greater than signs, say test. Okay. And then you have two greater than signs, basically ending it. And then you have std end all. Okay. So you can kind of compare this to Python. You have print, then you have the open parenthesis, close parenthesis. Yeah. You can kind of compare it to Python. I definitely wouldn't say it's a very good comparison. But and then return 0. This basically tells the computer to return whatever happened. So if I were to print this out, if I run it, you have test. If I were to just run it again, because you guys didn't actually see me press the button. Yeah. Test. So std_end_l basically tells computer to end this line and goes to the new one. End L, the L is line, I believe. But that's not the only way you can end it. You can just do a semicolon at the end. But we're just gonna do cout test. How about that? So see how is that not? Oh yeah, I commented this out. Whoopsie. So if we're just gonna see out test. So while this would work, if you were to do two things, if you were to do like two of these, it wouldn't. Well, it technically would work. If we were to do two things, it would return. Sorry, I didn't save the file. A bit confused. Test. There's no spaces. B's, there's no end L. Or so if you want things on a new line, you have to do end L. Well, you don't have to do end L. It puts it on a new line. There are different ways you can do it. You can do this \n semicolon. That also puts it on a new line. This is more commonly used in text. So /n is like if you want to display a vector, which we'll get into later, you have to use endl or not endl. You can either use endl or /n. And like if you wanted to do I don't know, if you wanted to display things on multiple lines, then you have to use /n, I'd say. There are a lot of uses to it. Yeah, so if we're just gonna do endl, you'll see that these will post the exact same thing. Yeah. And if you're curious, what you can do is this. If you're curious, you can do this. This would post two of them. Yeah. Test is right there. New line right here. And then this also posts a new line at the end. Yeah. So that's posting variables in the terminal. You can also do things with variables. You can do cout. We're gonna do int x is equal to 10, int y is equal to 15. Okay. We can post out cout. The sum of x and y is :space x plus y and l. So this would post out the sum of x and y is, and then it would post the variables x plus y and l. So that's 25, you can see right there. Yeah. So if yeah, and you can change the variables. You can do, obviously you can change the variables, 12, 27. So, yeah, that's declaring variables in C++. That's basics, I would say. Actually, I'm going to show you one more thing. You actually saw it up here. You know what? Yeah, we're just going to keep that. You actually saw it up here, the word namespace. Using namespace first. Okay, we're going to do using namespace first. I won't first work. I have to. So, namespace. Never mind. I think they have to be words. Whoopsie. So if we're gonna do name, we're gonna do std. I believe that works. Nope, that does not work. Using std. std. We're gonna do x equal to 15, y is equal to 10. Yeah. So basically, if you're in a function, you can declare saying using namespace Orion. This tells the computer to disregard these variables and go straight to Orion and use those instead. I don't know if this will work because, yeah, I don't do this very often. So if I were to delete those, they should be 17. Yeah. Oh yeah, I have to. Whoopsie. I have to declare int. There we go. Completely forgot about that tiny little part. Not tiny. That was a very big part. So if I were to go here, see it. You know, we're just gonna clear up to make it cleaner up. So if I were to do 1 plus 2, okay, it should post 3. And you may be asking, oh, what if I just typed in there? Yeah, I guess you can. But let's say int x equal to 2, int y is equal to 3. So if this line were not there, then excuse me, what is, not too sure what's happening. Let's see what it goes. Oh, whoopsie. Yeah, I kind of, I'm not very good at putting semicolons at the end, you could say. So yeah, so like right here, if using namespace Orion we're not there, post 5 because 2 plus 3 is 5. But if I type in using namespace Orion, it should post up 3 because it's taking, instead of taking the variables from here, it's taking the variables from here. So it just posts 5. I don't think I saved. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was wrong again. So you can't use, yeah, so you can't declare variables in the same function, but if you wanted to call a function, not call, if you wanted to call variables from a different like set of variables, you would use a namespace. Also, I apologize if I'm screwing up. Yeah, I normally don't really teach. Also, I'm not very good at this language. This is more so a video for people to watch and learn if they want to learn with someone rather than just learn from someone. So yeah, that's that. I will post this on